So I'm gonna sit down when I do my makeup, but I can't do that. I don't have a vanity, and then I don't have. At one point in time, I had enough room in here to do all that. Nah, I don't. Okay, so and it was a very well, it wasn't like that brief, but the point is I don't anyway. So since I cannot sit down and do my makeup at this moment, I am going to do whatever content creation I can that will help me make enough money to be able to sit down and do my makeup. So I can sit down and do my makeup on my bed or on the floor, things like that. But I don't have a vanity, so I wouldn't have I guess I could get a TV tray for if I don't know. Anyway, nothing makes sense anymore. So I'm just gonna do makeup. Because if that doesn't make sense, well, duh, because it's not supposed to be on my face anyway. Why? Because I wasn't born with it. Okay, there we go. So I have 7 brushes that I use anytime I apply makeup. Okay, maybe it's more than that. It's more than that. It's more than that. So if I'm doing full face, the best, I ain't gonna say the best beat I can, but if I'm beating my face, okay, let's say that. I'm gonna use, I have 2 full face brushes that I use. I have a full face brush that's just for the foundation, like the base. And then I have a full face brush that I use as a kabuki brush to kind of just go over the whole face and kind of make it look smooth, blurred, make it look like it's not caked on. Whatever. Those 2, I don't have them with me right now, so I can show them to you if you ask, but I don't have them right now. Because they just, one of them is Bare Minerals, and the other ones I got the big full face I use after I done applied my makeup or whatever, and use it for setting or whatever. I got that from the Dollar Tree, so that ain't nothing special. This is my blush brush. I need to clean it. This is my blush brush. I got this from Miss A. It is AOA Studio. I like this brush. It is a good blush brush. It is, I don't know what a blush brush is supposed to feel like, but I like it. It does what it's supposed to do. I could dub it as a highlighter. A highlight? No, I don't want to dub this as a highlight. Well, let me think about it. But right now, this is not a highlight brush. My next thing, I want to read you what the brush is. I'm going to tell you what I use it for. This is an eyeshadow brush. This eyeshadow brush right here, I use it for my creases up off in here. So I have half hooded eyes. Right now it doesn't look like I have half hooded eyes because I'm looking down. That's how I'm looking at the camera. But I have half hooded eyes. So I use this to put off in the crease. But then I also use it to, you know, get kind of right off in there. And then just pat it. So take the eyeshadow and pat it on there. This, it touched my eyelash and now my eyelash tickle. Okay, but yeah, you just get the eyeshadow and you just pat it in there. To just pat it in there. This is an eyeshadow brush. That's all it is, just an eyeshadow brush. Now I have some brushes that are named one thing, but I use them for something else. Okay. Sort of. I make them multi-use. This is a blending eye brush. This is a blending eye brush. I do just that. I blend it. So if I want to make a smoky eye, I use the one I just showed you for whatever color, and then I use this blending brush to smoke it out with. I'm smoking out with a charcoal, a gray, a black, silver, because I guess it would be a dark silver, because how you smoking out of, anyway, smoking it out, a forest green, anything darker to smoke it out. Smoke it out. I don't apply it down here, but if I did, I'd probably use this one. I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably use this one if I put, now, because of how straight it is. But again, this is the blending eye brush. This one is a defining eye brush. But you know what I use this for? Right up off in here. I use it to contour. I use it to contour my nose. I use it to contour my nose. That's what I use it for. Because I'm not sure what this would be defining with this. Not, I don't know. But it's angled like that. It's angled. And so I use it right up off in here. I use it right there. I use it to contour. Boom, boom. I guess that is defining. Boom, 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 boom. That's what I use this for. Do I use this to contour anything else? Like right here? I don't, but I could. But I don't. Yet I could, but I don't. Excuse the yawn. Excuse the yawn. And then here's another brush that I use. This is a concealer brush. I do not use this as a concealer brush. I use this as a highlight for right off in the eyes. The little eye creases right off in here. The corners, sorry. This is the eye crease. I use this for in the corner. But, let me see what other, I have other brushes that I'm not using right now. But I still like this as this to take the little highlighter and just, because otherwise I would just use my finger. Okay. And then this is probably good for under here too, like if I highlight under here. But especially since this is a concealer brush, but that's not what I'm using it for. But no, I can just get another one, yeah. And then some more brushes. Let me go on and get up and go and show them to you. So these brushes are my brow brushes. Whenever I use the cream I use this one. And it, right off in there, and then, and then the spoolie. This is for my brow. I have another one. I have two that I use on my brow, but they both made the same. And then I have another one that people think that I use this on my brow and my lashes, and I do. But this is really just for my lashes. This end is for lashes too, but sometimes I'll use it on my eyebrows. But it's made to be eyelashes. But when I had got the individuals, I got Mink individuals, and she used this to brush up my eyelashes. From then on, I use this end to brush them up, and this end to comb it out. And then of course, when you get them liner pencils, these come with their own spoolies too. So, yeah. That's what I use. Sometimes I use a beauty blender to apply my foundation, but we weren't talking about foundation, we were talking about color. So, I was trying to go live on TikTok earlier, but it was tripping. It said my connection wasn't good. Then it said it was a good connection. And then it said it was unstable, and so I just 86'd it. So, I don't know. It's on the stand. I don't know what I'm about to do. I don't know if I'm about to play in makeup, because I want to play in makeup, but I want to sit down. I can sit on my bed, but it'll be unstable. And then it's not bright in here at all. It's brighter in the bathroom. But let's go ahead and pull this palette out. I'm not going to talk about the palette. This is not about the palette. This is about the, dang. I just figured it out. But this is not about the palette. This is about the method. But let me show y'all. I don't know if this is made for an eye, only because of how it looks. But oh, how's that in there? No, I'm not using this one, not today. Sorry, guys, because when I wash my face tonight, I'm only gonna use like the towels, the little towelettes or whatever they call. And this is like glitter, so I have to do that another day. I think there's more shimmers than mattes. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 11, 17. Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to find. This is cute. I keep looking at it and I keep thinking, and it's standing out and it's cute. So I'm going to try it. Let's try this one. I don't have anything that match what I have on, but maybe it'll look like it matched when I put it on there. I don't know how this turned into me just. This was supposed to have been short. I should have just did a short instead of I don't know how I do makeup and I can't see. It looked like it looked bad. It looked like it looked bad. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I mean, it is what it is. They just gotta deal with the consequences of it, and then mama gonna be like, oh, you ain't think you deserved it? Well, you know what? What was it that I didn't deserve, okay? You know, what was it? Because whatever it was, I didn't get it. Oof, I'm just making it worse. But I guess that's what it looks like when you don't have nothing else on. It's like I'm color swatching it, but I'm color swatching it. I'm like trying to do something with it. I'm just making it worse. Some of them tell you, like some of the shadows tell you, well, not the shadows, some of the colors tell you, or the palettes tell you whether or not it's a pressed pigment or a shadow. And they say the ones that are pressed pigments usually aren't for your eyes. That is for your face. But this palette don't tell you. So if I go blind, we know why. Is there enough on there? I don't know, put on my nose right there. Not with this brush. I might use the eyeshadow brush. Let's see. Not the one I use to contour, but the blending brush. I use that. Let's see. Let's see. I'll take my locks out, so I gotta either cut them off or detangle them. But they got to go. I need to wash my hair. Like, I be pulling my ponytails too tight. I'm balding. Well, I'm probably not balding. My hair is just thin. It's always been that way. It's a whole lot of thin hair. But, we don't spend the night on nobody's house. We don't spend the night at anybody's house. Why is it so dark like that? My goodness. This is bothering me. Because why is it dark? Why is it so dark? Anyway, so let's see what other colors I have. Let's see what I can use after. That's probably gonna be too light. This is a blending eyeshadow is fine. When they do their makeup, what do they put on first? They say they put on the concealer first. But if I'm using concealer as a highlighter, well, they just say what it was. I don't think they call it. And they said the triangle. Do the triangle. But y'all be doing some sloppy stuff. But there's some people that, you know, they've been wearing makeup for how'd I do that? For forever. Oh man, this is about to look crazy. Is it gonna look crazy as in like it's gonna be dope, or just is it gonna look crazy? I don't know. But I did that right there. The lighting in here is so bad. They say he did. They said he did. Okay, so I'm only gonna do one side because I'm just only gonna do one side. They said what I should do is I should record it on YouTube and then do a little highlight. Oh, I thought this was about to fall. Do a little highlight reel. I have a mirror right here. It's just it's so dark. It's so dark in this room. I have a mirror right here. Maybe that's too light. No, I think that's perfect. I think I just don't. I think if I probably just don't have enough on there. I don't know. I'm so fat. Anyway. I don't know. Okay, well. Okay, so. And then. This is no, there's no dark enough on here for no contour for this one. But. Let's see if I want to highlight it. This one's coming up. This one, oh, now this is probably what I should have been putting under here. Ooh, it's too much of it right there. That's what I should have been putting under there. Oh, there we go. That's what I was using the wrong one. Okay, well. That other, okay, well. This is too light. Now I look like a ghost. People gonna be like, what are you doing? Please don't trust the process. Because I'm literally just playing. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. This is not a process that you're gonna trust. It is not. You scared me for a second. I should have. Don't trust this process. Don't trust it, because I'm not gonna finish it. I'm just gonna stop. Jesus. I shouldn't have brought it back up all the way back here, but it's fine. I'll fix it. It's that's the lighting is just so bad in here, so I really don't know what it looks like. Okay. Now I see like why the contour would be more defined after highlighting right there. And then I don't even have like all the way up. Oh my goodness. I don't want to do that no more. Got it in my eye. Okay, so I know you're probably thinking like, she doing all that on her bed, she gonna have makeup everywhere.